Today we're at Washington, D.C. UCA conference, but I'm here. I want to interview our young hero. I would call this is my hero, Sylvie. Sylvie is a first prize winner of Asian American Stories video contest and also become our ambassador for Asian American Youth Ambassador for Asian American Stories. And we here at the UCA conference, and she interviewed many of the community leaders. And she and her sister Ella did a wonderful job. So first of all, congratulations and thank you for the wonderful job.
Thank you, Miss Diana. I'm very honored to be the Youth Ambassador for Asian American Stories.
Yes, wonderful. So for yesterday and today, the 3 days, and can you share with us your experience?
Yeah, I had an amazing time at the UCA conference, and I'm very grateful to be here and included. Even had the chance to speak on stage and to also be a part of the lobbying at Capitol Hill. But more importantly, I had the chance to speak with lots of, like you said, community leaders and be able to hear their vulnerable yet inspiring stories and be able to take away from them, and also hopefully incorporate them into my own Vietnamese American community. As well, I'm the founder and president of my high school's first Vietnamese student affinity group, and I'm excited to share with them how my experience went and also hope to motivate them for their own communities, and hopefully they take back something as well. So I keep passing down what I learned from this UCA conference and interviewing everyone that I've met. This includes people, politicians, regular community leaders and representatives, and more.
Yeah, thank you so much. You mentioned about the takeaways. What are the two major takeaways you can share with us?
I think the first one would definitely be being confident in voicing what you have to say, being comfortable with who you are. A lot of the people that I've met said to be loud, to have rage and passion for your community and heritage. Second thing would be probably to be a lot more civically involved and aware. I think that's something that UCA particularly involves himself in. I think that their mission statement also encapsulates that, which is, as youth, we have to be educated, and we have to, once we get there, be willing and happy to vote.
Well, you know, the more I learn about you and your sister, the more I learn about your family. I realize that you guys, the difference of you, the whole family, is so really community oriented. You are the family that are willing to give. That's make a huge difference. And also your parents are so supportive. And when did you first heard about our Asian American Stories video contest, and how did you decide it and the content you're going to submit?
I heard it earlier this year, and my sister submitted in a video and I did one myself, except I wanted to stand out but also understand who I am and where I come from. That is, I am a daughter of immigrant parents who sought refuge and escaped to America in 1975, and I'm also second generation Vietnamese American, and I wanted to include my heritage into the video as much as possible, so I interviewed lots of members and officers that are part of my club and helped make it happen. So it's definitely the club, my parents and my family that have challenged, sustained me, inspired me, and supported me. So that helped push me to make the video and spend lots of hours in a couple of days producing and making it, and having lots of students included who are not Vietnamese American. Some of them are not even Asian, but they come to support and be happy to film with me.
Yes, wonderful. So actually, you know, your sister and you are all the winners. All the submissions, all the entries, they are the winners. It's not about the competition. It's about the participants, and also about sharing our stories. That is so important. You mentioned about your club. So can you just give us a brief introduction about the club?
Yeah. Our club is made up of around 40 members. This is students at Gunn High School in Palo Alto, California. They are coming from different backgrounds and different grade levels. So we have 9th through 12th grade. And there's different officers and positions. We include social media, treasurer, vice president, secretary, and more. And we hold lots of forums for students to have a chance to meet with guest speakers, Silicon Valley Asian American leaders, and also non-Asian American leaders. And we celebrate and connect with one another through dance, culture, and most importantly, food.
Sylvie, when you're sitting there, because we are together these days, when you're sitting there, you're a quiet girl. But when you're on stage, when you're in front of the camera, you immediately, you are like a star. Where this strength come from?
I would say that my strength in voice comes from not more wanting to impress people, but to definitely show who I am when I'm not trying to be so introverted. Sometimes I tend to be a little bit more vulnerable and reserved with what I want to say, but when the right questions come, I want to be the one answering, and I want to be the one raising my hand. So I would say that for people who also feel that they are oftentimes shy, I think I found my passion through journalism, storytelling for Asian American stories. And when you find the things that you enjoy, or jumping into things that you wouldn't have expected that you would enjoy, that was for me, enjoying the newspaper and finding a home there, you definitely not only find out who you are, but are able to maximize who you are and understand your soul.
That's really touched me, because exactly it's how I feel all these years. I'm so happy and so proud of you. And I also see the hope in you of our future, our Asian Americans' future. So what do you see yourself in the next 5 or even 10 years?
I'm glad that we were able to connect on that. I think in the next 5 or 10 years, I hope that Vietnamese Culture Club at Gun High School still continues to prosper, whether that's my sister taking on a role or other students taking on some sort of contribution to the club. Personally, for me, I hope that I continue engulfing myself in the history and heritage and stories of my family and my Vietnamese American culture. I also hope that I'm able to write the stories of the people that I serve in my community and within other communities as well. Lastly, I hope that I'm able to inspire other youth to do the same, to attend conferences of not just their communities, but other ones too, and be able to take that back and apply it to other things in life like I am doing now.
That's wonderful. That's exactly, what we hope. But, it's not easy. For example, you joined the Asian American Stories this year, and also we are able to connect it and able to learn from each other. Actually, I learned a lot from you. I feel so honored that we have you. But how do you inspire other youth to join us to telling Asian American stories together?
I think that if you see in the Asian American Stories flyer for 2025, which is on January 15th to March 15th, you'll see that they are here. The contest itself is here to promote and advance equity, racial injustice, and bring communities together. If you find passion, hope in that, or want to explore that deeper, I think that's a good chance for the youth to be more educated in who they are and learn from others as well through non-traditional forms of media. This includes videos like this contest is, graphics if you are an artist, or even writers if you enjoy making poems or stories. That can also be incorporated in the video for any youth that have a different range of talents in art.
Yes, thank you so much, and I hope that we're able to work together and to inspire more youth to join us together. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.